welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching today's video. It is a super exciting unboxing that I know lots of you have been waiting for. A quick disclaimer, I'm so sorry for my appearance because I literally feel like crap. Some of you might know from watching my vlogs, I'll link my last vlog up there now, but some of you might know that I've been trying to get an endometriosis diagnosis or cystic fibroids diagnosis. Literally can't talk, it's painkillers. Yes, I've really just been going through it this week, hence why, please can you not drill when I'm trying to film? I'm sorry if that continues. Hence why there hasn't been a video in a week and a half or so, but I wanted to get back to it and I really wanted to film this video for you guys. So it's a very exciting unboxing, but it does deserve a little bit of a run-up. So let's start with the story of how this unboxing even came about. First of all, back in, I believe, March now, the Tyler the Creator collection was released from Louis Vuitton. I'm smiling ear to ear because it honestly brings me so much joy to even just talk about it. When this collection was released, I filmed a video with my wish list of things that I wanted to buy from the collection, which I will link up above and down in the description box. So you can go and watch that, and we played a little game where we guessed what I might actually order from the collection. Originally I was going to order a couple of things. I decided to just go for one in the end, and it ended up being my 30th birthday present from my family, so I'm incredibly grateful for that. And so yeah, so it's a very special piece to me sentimentally now as well. But yes, the collection brought me so much joy. Honestly, I could not have made it better myself. Like it was so made for me. The colors that were used, the style of it that was used, it's very like fun, sort of flirty, masculine. It's a menswear collection, but like totally unisex. I think the shoes were incredible, the bags were amazing, and everything was just great. So I'll put up some pictures while I'm talking of the collection, because I messaged my SA, my sales associate at Louis Vuitton, who sent over the lookbook for me, which was incredibly helpful. So it meant that I could see the entire collection in its entirety, and that also opened the doors to being able to pre-order items. Now, for this collection, most things were on pre-order only, and if you did not pre-order, they were going to sell out and you weren't going to get them. It was a very limited run of all of these items. So to give you an example of how limited it was, in the 3 times that I've been to Louis Vuitton since the collection released in March, I have not seen any of it in store. I'm not even sure it made it to store. So when I was talking to my sales associate when I came to pick up the piece that I bought, she basically said that everything sold out instantly. So from as far as I'm aware, and I don't know if this is entirely true, obviously sometimes they say all of this to make it hype, but the fact that the only thing I actually saw in store was the suitcase from the collection, and I only saw that when I went to pick up this piece. It wasn't there the other 2 times when the collection had just been released. So I don't know if it had taken that long to get one in. I'm not entirely sure. Obviously the suitcases tend to be made to order from collections like this, or they are on pre-order only. So I don't know how that one got into store, but yeah, honestly, you couldn't walk into the shop and buy it as far as I'm aware. This is the New Bond Street store in London that I'm talking about. I don't know what the case was with other stores. I don't know if you could go in and just look at things and decide whether you wanted to buy them or not. As far as I was aware, and what I was told from my sales associate, was I had to look at the lookbook. If I wanted to pre-order something, I had to let them know on the day, essentially. And that was that. So that's what I did. I got delivered the lookbook and I looked through it, and I knew I wanted a small leather good, 100%, because obviously my collection mostly is based around bags and small leather goods, and really only more recently in the last year have I been collecting designer clothes. And when I say designer clothes, all of them are secondhand. All of them are either just secondhand or vintage pieces. So a lot of my collection and a lot of the things I've bought new in store are either bags or small leather goods. So I knew that I wanted a small leather good. The bags were quite expensive and I wasn't in the market to put that amount of money down. There was none that I wanted enough to put the amount of money down that they were asking for, essentially. And but the small leather goods I felt were at a good price, and they weren't particularly more money than just the normal small leather goods that Louis Vuitton do. So I felt that that was a better route to go down. I very nearly did pre-order the loafers that were a part of this collection. I'll put a photo of those up here now. And I talked about these in my wish list video. So I very nearly did put these on like my credit card or take money out of my savings to get them, but I chose against it purely because I've actually only ever bought one designer pair of shoes in store, and that is a Louis Vuitton pair of shoes. It's my Louis Vuitton Boots. I'll try and link down below the unboxing of that video. That was years ago. I think like 7 years ago now. They're still going strong. But all of my other designer shoes I either bought secondhand new, secondhand used, or from TK Maxx, so a lot cheaper than retail price. And I recently got like the Bottega Venetta Boots, which they retail literally online now for £1,100, and I got them for 200, which I'm not saying is cheap, by the way, but obviously it's a lot cheaper than the retail price. So for me, buying designer shoes is usually something I do only when they are incredibly reduced in price. And the shoes, if I remember correctly, were around well, I think they were £900. They were £895, which is just a fancy way of saying 900 quid. And one, I don't have £900 spare, and I do have some savings, but again, that would have been a very large portion of my savings, and I just felt like that wasn't a good purchase as much as I wanted them, and believe me, I wanted them very badly. But yeah, I was sensible. So that was good, I guess. I still think about them every day. But yes, long story short is I did pre-order a piece, and I was very lucky because my family offered to get me this for my 30th birthday present. So this is my 30th birthday present for my family, and they very kindly got it for me. So that was really lovely. And obviously it's like a special birthday, so they were happy to get something a little bit more pricier. So yeah, so that is how we got here. Then I pre-ordered the piece. I was told that I would have to wait 5 to 6 weeks for it to come into store. Obviously I could have gotten it delivered to my home address, that is an option, but I chose to have it delivered to store because if I opened it and for whatever reason didn't want it, it can just stay at store and be resold a lot more easily. Also, it's just a nice experience to go into store and you get like the whole experience of buying something there. And it's, I don't know, I just wanted to really make a thing of it. I think because it was for my 30th birthday as well, I just didn't want, you know, a delivery turning up at my door, or worse still, like missing the delivery. So me and my parents made a day of it, and we went up to London to collect the piece, and this is at the New Bond Street store, which is really the only place I go to for anything designer now. Bearing in mind I very rarely have the money to buy anything new in store, but when I do, it is on New Bond Street usually, and I do have sales associates that I speak with at those stores because I go there often but do not buy often. But I get given sales associates and their numbers mainly because I think when I go in there I talk so much about the collections that they're just like, they don't even mind that I very often walk out with nothing. But like I say, I have bought things, like I bought things at the Loewe store, my QB bag and my card holder. I have bought stuff from Louis Vuitton in store a few times, shoes, a couple of bags, SLGs, stuff like that. So I have bought stuff in store, so they do know of me, but it's nowhere near enough to make me mean anything to them when I actually walk in. Let's get on to the unboxing now that you've had like the story and the run up to this beautiful piece. So this is how The item was given to me in a Louis Vuitton gift bag. There was no tissue paper or anything like that. Louis Vuitton's packaging has, I would say, gone down slightly in more recent years. We tend to see less of the bows and the ribbons and the tissue paper. Everything's very basic. So in here we have the box containing the piece, which if you have ever bought anything from Louis Vuitton, you know what this box means. And if you watch my wish list, you can tell it's not shoes. You might be able to guess what the piece is that I went for. And then you get the receipt in an envelope. And I will be talking about pricing as well. But that's all that's in there. There's no tissue paper. I didn't get a ribbon put on anything. Inside, the item is just in a dust bag. So I'm being very rambly today, but I'm really not feeling great. So I'm trying to push through. So yes, we have a little drawer box. I love these little boxes. They're so, so gorgeous. Obviously it says Louis Vuitton on the front. And if we open it up, we have something in a little dust bag. I wonder what it could be. Place your guesses now. If you watched my wish list video, you can probably guess what item I ended up going for, or one of the two items this size that I ended up going for. So quickly have a little guess what you think it might be. And then inside the dust bag, brings me so much joy, makes me so, so happy. Out comes the Louis Vuitton Tyler the Creator pocket organizer. So I do not own any pocket organizers, and I really wanted to do a video on like what I would collect if money was no object. And two of the Louis Vuitton things that I would collect if money was no object is pocket organizers and clay pouches. I have a clay pouch in the Demi-Heure Bem, which I bought in Cannes. I'll try and link that video down below as well so you can watch the unboxing of that. But I would love to have a pocket organizer collection, but this is, I'm really hoping the camera's gonna do as it's told. This is the pocket organizer from the Tyler the Creator collection. And obviously the main pull of this piece is the fact that it has the Louis Vuitton monogram, but in Tyler's like creation of the monogram. So here you go, you get a really good view of it there, I think. So basically Tyler recreated this monogram. It's hand drawn. I'm not sure if it's by him. I'm really hoping it keeps focusing on my face. Sorry guys. It's hand drawn and he's included colours. It's very reminiscent of the Takeshi Murakami monogram, which I said in my video. But then another little motif that he's placed in here is this gorgeous little dog, which I believe is some sort of terrier, but I can't remember the name. And then it's got these like pastel pinks, yellows, blues running through the monogram as well. I really hope that's picking up nicely. And then because this is part of the men's collection, the entire collection was part of the men's collection, but it was very unisex in my opinion. All of the vachetta leather on all of the pieces is treated vachetta. So it's already got a honey patina to it. Unlike if you buy something from the women's collections, the vachetta is untreated, unless it's the side trunk bag, because they have treated the leather on that. But yeah, I believe all of the other pieces are untreated, and they come like very, very, very pale, which is why it's quite nice to sometimes buy Louis Vuitton pieces with vachetta leather secondhand, because then you get that sort of honey patina built in, as it were. But yeah, this is pre-treated, so it comes looking like I've had it for a few years, leather-wise anyway, but it's obviously not worn at all. So I absolutely loved the monogram that Tyler created. It was really the main reason why I wanted something from the collection. I love that it had the little dog in it. Another pull for me was, this is obviously in collaboration with Pharrell, who now runs the menswear and is the creative director of Louis Vuitton menswear. So he pulled in Tyler the Creator to do this collection. So I feel like it's my first Louis Vuitton piece since Pharrell has been at the brand, and it's my first collaboration piece from the Tyler Creator range, which is limited edition and won't be done again, unless he gets a second round, I don't know, but you know what I mean, it's like from the first one. So the only other Louis Vuitton collaboration piece I have is my Takeshi Murakami bag, and on my list is to also get something from the Steven Sprouse collab. So you can see like my collector tendencies coming out here, because I'm talking like in riddles about all of the collabs and things that I like to collect from each one. But this was a really, really standout piece to me and a standout collection to me, and it meant a lot to me. And I don't really know why, I don't know what the pull was as such, but it just grabbed me. I looked at the pieces and they meant something to me, and I can't always describe why. Also in the campaign for the collection, guinea pigs featured. Oh, now you can see how excited I am about that. And the guinea pigs are actually, there's one sleeping under this bag. And actually you can't see the other one, but he's in the corner also sleeping. So guinea pigs are obviously very important to me as well. So that, yeah, I don't know, the range just as a whole meant something to me, and I knew that I wanted something from it. I don't have any pocket organisers from Louis Vuitton, so this is my first, it's my first Pharrell piece, my first Tyler Creator piece, my first pocket organizer. So it's ticking 3 things for me as well. So let's have a little look at it as a piece. So we've got the monogram on the outside, as we know, treated Vachetta leather. On this back side you've got a slip pocket, and then it's Vachetta leather all the way inside there. Then this is the front, and you open it up, and on this side you've got this sort of V detail of card holders. So you've got 1 slot, 2 slots, and a slot up here, then another slot here, and then on this side you've got a little V slot down here, so that you can put stuff in there, and then 3 additional card holder slots up here, and these are just slits, they're not like in the V shape. So there's that. So hopefully you can see that. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slots in total, and that is the design of a pocket organizer from Louis Vuitton. So what I mean by I would love to collect pocket organizers is pocket organizers is something that Louis Vuitton have always done and is part of their continuous range, but they re-release new versions every season, and then with different collabs or different materials, like you can get crocodile, ostrich, blah blah blah. I wouldn't buy it in exotics, but that is an option. So each season they do different ones, and then when Virgil Abloh was there, he did some really incredible ones. He also did one where the shape slightly changed into a wave at the side. I'll try and put some pictures up of all the different variations that you can get, but literally there's hundreds. And I know Living Luxe with Meredith on YouTube, her husband has a pocket organised collection. I think he has over 60 now, and he actually did buy this one and also the vanilla version. So that's another thing to mention about this Tyler the Creator range. The monogram came in chocolate, which is this version, and also in vanilla, which is the cream background version, and the colours are slightly different, and the monogram was in black rather than light brown. But this one is the most closest to like the normal Louis Vuitton monogram. So yeah, so that is the piece. I'm very, very happy with it. Let's talk about pricing. This was actually, oh, I do have the receipt in here, so let's have a little look. I mean, I think I remember how much it was. Yeah, so the receipt, the price is £375. Now, disclaimer, I understand that's a hell of a lot of money. Not even going to dispute it. It's a lot of money. If my family hadn't bought this for me for my birthday, I would have said I was saving up the money to buy it myself. So I would have gotten it either way. And things like this, I understand that this is nothing, like this is not worth £375. You don't have to tell me that. But the thing is, I think especially with people who are collectors and collect things and like to have full collections, and I think what I'm trying to get at is things, the value of something is whether it's value to you. For me, I would have paid £375 of my own money. If my family hadn't have got this for my birthday, I would have paid £375 for this item because it was worth it to me. For example, on the day that I went to go pick this up, I went into Gucci because I wanted to see the Sabato collection. I recently wrote an article on how Sabato has taken over at Gucci and what I thought of his recent cruise collection. Loved it, by the way. I'll link the article down below. But I wanted to go and see his previous collection because they've got spring summer in at the moment. And really just like touch everything and really see it for what it was, and like, you know, not just see it on the screen, and really see it in person and see the new handbags that he's brought out. And you know, this wonderful woman who gave me a tour of the entire Gucci store and really put a lot of time and effort into me, gave me this handbag and told me it was £2,500. It wasn't £2,500 to me. And the same day, while I was in Louis Vuitton, I was looking at the new low-key hobo bag, I'll put a picture here, which I fell in love with and am seriously considering buying and saving up for the same price. But that was worth it to me because I liked it more. And I'm not disputing that that is an incredible amount of money to spend on a bag. It's an insane amount of money. It's money I don't have, but would be willing to put aside a certain amount each month to be able to have it. So I think what I'm getting at is, like, I really can't afford just off my back these things that I buy, but I wait and I save up for them, and I put a lot of effort into saving up for them for my collection, and they mean something to me. So although £375 for something that ironically is going to hold the card that I buy it off of is a lot of money, for me this particular one was worth that to me because the collection meant something to me. It moved me, it made my heart happy, and it has a little dog on it, and the campaign had guinea pigs in, and it's something from the Pharrell collection, it's the Tyler Creator collection, it's Louis Vuitton, and I love Louis Vuitton, and those things meant something to me. But I understand that that doesn't mean something to everybody. But yeah, I just thought I would do this little unboxing. I know a lot of people wanted to see what I bought, so I'm really, really happy with the piece, and I can't wait to start using it. I haven't used it yet because it's so beautiful, but I will. You know what I'm like. I don't baby my stuff. I look after it, but everything I buy gets used because I'm not paying 375 quid and then not using it. This is getting used within an inch of its life. So, and if it's anything like the other Louis Vuitton SLGs that I have, then it is going to last very well, because my key holder that I've had for like 8 years still looks amazing. I mean, it looks worn, I'm not gonna lie, because I use it every single day, but it looks brilliant for the amount that I use it. So that's what I got from the Tyler Creator collection. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I'm sorry that it was a bit more relaxed than my other sit down videos. I can't wait to get back to vlogging, but I just have not had anything to vlog because I've either been crying on the sofa or in hospital. Quite frankly, this week it's been rubbish, and I've got to go back to the doctors on Thursday and get more blood tests done, and then I've got 2 ultrasounds lined up, so it's all happening. But I really want to get back to vlogging. Hopefully this weekend I will vlog, and then you'll have that to watch as well. But until then, do go and watch my other videos. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Go follow me on Instagram at Rachel Yvonne Hatley, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, it means a lot. Bye.